I think that at a very, very foundational level, this hasn't happened yet, and until it does, we're doomed. People have to understand that as a biological organism, you really have one goal, and that's reproduction. That's it.
Yes, we are a grand evolutionary experiment.
Yeah, so every single thing that is a part of your biology is geared towards that. So some level of like survival, just so you can survive long enough to reproduce and then hopefully take care of your
progeny.
offspring. Yeah. So when you look at how our minds work and how we perceive the environment around us, we're perceiving things that help us ensure our survival and things that make us like basically feel good, right? These are the things that our mind is equipped to have, to decipher and then to search for and to continue seeking out. People have a very bad assumption for humans that given a certain environment, you'll hear this ignorantly stated a lot, like, oh, well, if we got misinformation, we need more free speech. That's going to solve things. People think that if you throw a human in an environment and you let them, mingle and search for a while, they'll settle on the truth. But that is absolutely not true. Right. In the past, we would settle on things that were true, but it was usually because the truth was in service to ensuring like happiness or survival, right? Mm-hmm. So for instance, if I told you a false statement that was not working in conjunction with that, you could immediately tell that what I said was false. So if I tell you, for instance, hey, we can go and breathe underwater, we could go and test that immediately, and you're going to find very quickly that's not true. But if I tell you something like your phone is secretly spying on you and keeping a record of everything and sending it to the FBI, you have no way of ever verifying that statement. You don't know if it's true or not,
right?
But that might feed psychologically into something that feels good for you. Or if I tell you something about Fauci, or if I tell you something about Trump or whatever, like it feels good, and there's no way to verify if it's true or not. So you have all of these people now that are trying to serve you things that give you psychological comfort and security that at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter if they're true, but people don't realize that's what's happening. So that's the foundational issue, is we have to understand how our minds work so that we can design an optimal environment for our brains. And you know this because if you talk to I know this from having conservative parents, right? They know this because they'll tell you, I know my mom used to say all the time, garbage in, garbage out. Don't watch trash TV. It's not good for you. You are who you hang around. Don't keep bad friends because you're going to be up to bed. And then
echo chambers, and confirmation bias.
When you're in an environment, it's very hard to rise above that environment. So truly successful people have this misconception that very successful people in life just rise above all odds constantly. And it's like, no, a lot of being successful is creating a good environment for you to be successful in. That's like a huge part of it. You don't, like, a successful person is not fighting against the odds every day. They've prepared their success ahead of time so that they can be successful, minimize distraction, stuff like that.
Yeah, being in the right place at the right time with the right product helps as well.